Hello, my name is Meryl Fury. I'm a registered nurse, and during my nursing career, I've specialized in community health. I am president and CEO of the plant-based nutrition movement. I'm on the board of directors for the T. Colin Campbell Center for Nutrition Studies. I'm a Food for Life instructor, and I've been plant-based for about 45 years. Plant-based nutrition movement is a 501c3 nonprofit that focuses specifically on bringing the whole food plant-based way of eating to populations who have been hardest hit by poor eating practices. We have started the 6 Million Seeds Project, which is a plant-based child nutrition initiative. The 6 stands for the 6 basic food groups in the plant world. So that's fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, legumes and beans, whole grains, and mushrooms. And SEEDS is an acronym that stands for Students Educated in Environment, Diet, and Sustainability. As a nurse, I need to let you know I have no conflict of interest to declare, and I do have quite a strong point of view. Okay, so full disclosure, I'm going to start with some assumptions, and I'm going to talk about children and how we feed them and how that relates to our health and to the health of the planet. So here we go. First, my assumptions. I assume that we all love our children. I assume that we all want our children to grow up happy, healthy, and strong. I'm also going to assume that we love the planet and that we're concerned about its future. I assume that we want to stop or reverse climate and planet degradation. We want safe water and clean air, vibrant forests, and beautiful oceans. I'm going to add that we probably all want some form of social justice for the most vulnerable human and beyond human populations. I will also assume that we have all heard that something upwards of 40% of greenhouse gas production in the commercial sector is connected with animal agriculture. And I'm going to believe that as a result of all the aforementioned assumptions, there are a fair number of us here who focus on plant predominant diets, or at least we try, or, we'd like to. We're headed in that direction. Well, I know it can feel like there's not a lot we can do to protect the planet and manage health, and all the things that face us seem pretty daunting. We hold Earth Day gatherings, we demonstrate, we write letters to our political leaders, we recycle and we ride our bikes, but it just doesn't seem to move the needle on our planetary health. Profit still seems to be more important than the planet, and bull hockey still seems to be the favorite sport of many of our people in power. Between the climate chaos, the wars and the pandemics and the extinctions that roll faster than we can keep up, it can just be overwhelming. But before we get too swept away, here's something we can think about. Children. Yes, children. You want to know why? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. Children. Because children have neither autonomy nor agency. They are our most vulnerable population. This is true regardless of socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, zip code, language, and country of origin. They are always at the mercy of the people and the environment around them. One of the biggest issues children face is access to genuinely healthy food. By that, I mean food that supports their growth and development, as well as the health of the planet. The fact is that, at least in this country, kids are very poorly fed. Society and the planet suffer as a result. We assert that this situation, a cultural norm of feeding our children poor quality, highly processed, animal-centric diets, contributes to unnecessarily high rates of acute and chronic illness in all population sectors. It also contributes to planetary destruction resulting from the damage done by short-sighted agricultural business practices which feed and are fed by what our children eat. Because there are 73 million children in America, and they grow and they learn best when they eat healthy food. Surprisingly, according to a peer-reviewed study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, 67% of calories consumed by children and adolescents in 2018 came from ultra-processed food. That's a jump from 61% in 1999. The research, which analyzed the diets of nearly 34,000 youths aged 2 to 19 across the US, noted the overall poorer nutrient profile of the ultra-processed foods. So think about it. What comes to mind when you think of kid food in America? Does it include these? Or how about this? Some of these? Ah, yes, those. Oh, and a lot of that. This is pretty much what it looks like, right? Except maybe with an apple a few times per month, or some carrots, and some milk, and sweetened cereals, and ice cream, of course. There's gotta be ice cream. Well, this eating pattern actually fuels the destruction of our health and our planet, period. So what can we do about it? So glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. Teach your kids to eat vegetables. Steer them away from processed, fake, food-like substances and animal products. In fact, I challenge you to keep that stuff out of your house and out of your car. I challenge you to point them toward plants and make it fun. Please do not browbeat your children into eating raw okra or pasty frozen peas. Take this as your charge, your opportunity to do something precious, real, and important. You get to be a role model, and I dare you to really play it. Lovingly, playfully, and joyfully become a Brussels sprout booster, a daikon daredevil, a mushroom maniac, a tangerine dream, become a nut. Plant a garden or some herbs in a little pot on your windowsill if that's what is available to you. And when you go out to eat, ask for plants every time. Think of it as a small act of rebellion at restaurants and sporting events that could have a major impact on the planet. Imagine you could stop the burning of the Amazon rainforest. You could decrease the dead zones in the oceans. You could improve air and water quality. You could allow biodiversity to recover. You could even stop the crazy pandemics and epidemics of cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes in children and in adults. If we all did this together, we could teach our children and make their world a better place, because bright, healthy kids grow up to be brilliant, healthy adults who fight for a vibrant, healthy world. We have that power. And ultimately, role modeling for and teaching our children through food choices, well, it could be the one thing you and I actually can control that could make a difference for the planet. If you're up for the challenge, let us know. We'd love a few million partners in this one. Not only would we love it, we're actually working on it. Contact us. We are 6 million seats. We are strong and we're growing. Thank you.